that's going to get the whole thing active again, which is going to go against what
I would
was, which was completely.
Yeah, I would not. Yeah, it's Flippy is a tough situation. I can't pretend to have an answer on that one. On one hand, like, he's so closely tied to Nova, he's going to be an absolute pain in the rear. He's always going to be in common, whispering these lies about how bad you are and how much better things would be without if he was Chancellor again.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
and then you just have to pull down the fact that every time he was Chancellor, he put Flippy.
He's going to be a never-ending pain in the butt, and he seems to be somewhat okay right now as a dad.
He's still causing problems.
Yeah, he's still causing problems just because he's with all of these dramas. I've gotten HH to a point where he refuses to talk to me in terms of diplomacy, like peaceful diplomacy, because he only talks to Flippy about it. Because last time he talked to Flippy about it, he got the situation. That was people. So
okay.
So I'm thinking, if I remove the diplomat, HH wouldn't have a way of actually peacefully negotiating stuff.
Jokes on him. You don't need to do diplomacy.
Yeah, if what was the last thing? Like, he paid reparations against your will. You weren't going to, and he just went ahead and paid it.
It took an hour invoice to convince me through DMs to do this public apology, which I never wanted to do.
Flippy has a silver tongue. I'm not gonna lie. Like, even for me, like, I sit in common and he's railing against whoever's the current. And while I'm in the moment, I'm like, I don't have anything to say against it. Like, this sounds legit. And then it's only after you leave the voice channel and you sit on it for half an hour, you're like, wait a second, that was absolute rubbish.
All right. The best thing to remember about Flippy is that, for one, he's the only Chancellor in Nova to get Chancellor 3 times, and for two, he's also the only Chancellor in Nova to ruin Nova.
Yeah.
No Chancellor can ruin Nova as well as he has. I will always stand by that statement for the rest of the time I've been playing Tradelands. The first time he got Chancellorship, it was only because he fucking got lucky, and Nara was like, okay, I do. Second time was Nova went through an activity crisis to the point where I was about to overthrow him, and then elections happened. Then he did so terrible in the elections, he didn't even make it to the wrong. Third time, he saw an autocratic government and didn't even do it right. He had a GA, but the way it was structured was such in a terrible fashion that it might as well not even existed. And then, he also can be complained why all this entire conflict was to begin with. So yes, Flippies can be the direct reason why Noah's doing terrible at any point in time.
He complains to this day that the GA is corrupt and unbiased and really bad. Hang on a minute, you were the one who said it. You were the one who actually wanted this system to actually keep all the Navy members who thought that this dictatorship really happened.
Yeah, see, this is the GA exists so that he doesn't get elections. That's why the GA exists. The problem is that he's now no longer Chancellor, so the GA isn't protecting him anymore. So now it's a bad policy for him. If you get rid of the GA, now you have elections back. If you have elections back, he can work on the Nova Bauerska Navy members and get another election and maybe win, right? So that's why he wants it removed.
I feel
like when I heard he first did the GA, I was like, that is a brilliant idea. Look at that. Philippines now made you guys think that you have power. He's going to ignore whatever laws you pass through the General Assembly, which he did when he put Void Source as a new Chancellor, right?
He abused his own system.
Oh yeah, no. But the thing is that I honestly don't believe that he had any intention of obeying that system in the first place. That system was put in place to placate you guys and make you think that, oh, if Flippy's doing bad, we can always replace him, so it's not a big deal, right? That's the only reason why that existed. But then, of course, when push came to shove, and you guys actually tried to exercise that right, he said, no, you don't have any, you don't really have that authority.
All right, if I were you at this point, I'd just abolish the GA entirely and just have it be function like an autocratic government with heirs, or like successors.
That might be changing too much. I mean, if you remove Flippy, replace him with the Valiant, but if the Valiant starts having issues, Well, I don't know how he's done it diplomacy. I've never seen him act. But if you're still having issues and you don't want to try Ron or like I can always deal with HH. I'm very good at like I deal with him in White Chris ICOM. I've done it for 2 years. So if it ever needs to go to that, I can help you out there.
I feel like the way that you should do the GA now is like most of the time whenever I come with the ideas, which I do, it's mainly because I'm sitting around bored and I really want to refine them for later. So whenever I first went to you of this idea, or I think I mentioned it to you, I might have just found on it.
But what's the problem with the GA? I mean, like what authority?
I mean, right now it has like this pseudo authority where like they can Flippy first of all is in it, and that's the big problem. I don't want Flippy in it anymore. Second off,
he's in it because he's diplomat.
Yeah, idiots don't
so
deserve
if I
to be
remove
in
diplomat,
there.
is going to get good.
Anyways, I feel like it should be resigned to like. I feel like you should restore. You should make it more absolute government in a way, and then from there you should like make the GA be something where like you bring up, for example, when you want to pass a policy, but you don't know if you should pass it or not. You bring it to the GA, and the GA decides it. Basically, make it like the GA is an opinion. Oh, give me a moment. I gotta head out to behind the stairs real quick.
Sounds to me like you're proposing total dictatorship.
Well, it's a democratic autocracy. I mean, you know, if he removes the GA, he gets, 4 months, and then you have the standard election.
Mm-hmm. Oh my life, 11 minutes past 10. I should be out of this voice chat right now.
Oh, right, yeah, you're in England.
But you don't want to, right?
No, I don't. Right.
You know, actually, I think my people have families.
Hear me out. If we voted to originally get rid of elections, shouldn't we vote to get them back instead of just removing?
Well, I think it was a negotiation between Flippy and his high command, right? It wasn't a general election. It was just Flippy saying, hey, will you guys, let me not have elections if we create a general assembly? I mean, wasn't that how it worked? I don't know. I just figured it was something like that.
Well, yeah, you should still, talk it amongst HICOM instead of just acting on a decision.
I mean...
Well, of course he's gonna do that.
Oh my god.